Hello everyone, and welcome to the second part of my review of the 75948 Hogwarts Clock Tower from the 2019 line of LEGO Harry Potter sets. In the last part, I took a look at the minifigures and small builds of this set. Well, in this part, I'm going to be taking a look at the castle section altogether. So let's take a look, starting with the smallest part. So this is the Yule Ball section of the 75948 Clock Tower, and I have to admit this is my least favorite part of the set. I believe this may contribute to the fact that this is my least favorite Hogwarts expansion of the previous years. But yeah, I feel like if I ever get a Hogwarts display one day, I want it to be just like generic Hogwarts, not have it be like a specific theme for something like the Yule Ball in this case. I believe that the Astronomy Tower pulled it off in a great way by not having the Slug Club Christmas party overpower the build, and instead just having a little table assembly in the expansion. I think they should have just kept the little tables as the assemblies here for the Yule Ball, but I mean, this is an okay build. I do like the little mechanism it has over here, though. Let's just put some minifigures in there and see how it works. Alright, so here we have Victor Crumb and Hermione Granger, and we're just gonna spin the whole assembly around and show you how it works. So yeah, it works pretty well. You do sometimes have to stick the figures on the plates in a certain way so the mechanism doesn't get jammed, but it's still a really neat and creative build in my opinion. I really do like the use of these newer gear plates. So yeah, I think they're really cool. Yeah, so the way it works is, as you can see here, there is a separate loose plate here with some loose gears on top, and the whole thing is held together by this little beam here with a large gear at the middle. When you turn this around, it makes the little round plates here turn around. So that's how the mechanism works. But yeah, let's go back to the actual expansion here itself. I also think this is the most awkward part of the whole building, and it has some weird shaping in there, and I don't like how these little things here are bare. I wish they could have just extended it by a little bit, but I guess it's okay. It's not super important or whatever. Since the Yule Ball is held in the Great Hall, and you know they already did a Great Hall the year before this set was released, they do still have a little bit of Great Hall in here with what I assume to be one of the chimneys at the Great Hall. As you can see here, there is a little bit of a flame here. What seems to be a cup here. I'm a bit confused as to what that is. There is a little bit of a lattice window pane over here. Something you'll see throughout the rest of the build. Exterior is pretty good. The light bluish gray is a bit more overpowering on this section than on the other two sections, but it's okay. If I ever get this for myself, I bought this just for the review, I think I'm gonna just leave this part out of the whole equation and probably use these icy parts for a replacement Great Hall section. I would have it slide out like some other talented mock builders in their LUG did, and yeah, you could just replace normal Great Hall with Yule Ball Great Hall. That's basically my plan, but yeah, no, this little build, not a huge fan of it. But anyways, let's go to the next build, and that is this little tower section over here. So this part of the build looks really, really good. It's the closest thing, I'd say, to classic Hogwarts in this set, because I think that the clock tower was not in the books. I've heard it wasn't in the books, and I think it was primarily featured in Goblet of Fire and Prisoner of Azkaban, which is the movies and books that the 2019 wave of Harry Potter sets were based on. But yeah, this is the closest thing to like regular Hogwarts. It's as close as it gets. Really nice build. I do like here the different dimensions here for the curved pieces here. Nice little bit of hinges here, but let's take a look at the best part of this all, and that is the interior. So the interior of this lower floor represents the prefect's bathroom, which I believe had the password something about lemon sherbet. I think that was Dumbledore's office, actually. Pretty sure it was Dumbledore's office, which we'll see in a bit. But yeah, anyways, I really like this little bathtub build here. I really like the way the little sink here part came out. I think it was a really clever technique with lightsaber blades and these little sink parts here. It came out really, really well. Only thing I'm not too big of a fan of is the coloring here of the water. I think they should have used some trans blue or just some regular transparent elements and just put a blue base under there, but I guess it would have made the build a lot more complicated, and you'd have to apply the extra layers to the rest of the expansion as well, so I get why they didn't do that. I would have preferred that, though. The backdrop is what I believe to be a 1 by 6 by 6. I think it's 1 by 6 by 6. I mean 3 by 6 by 6 domed piece here. So yeah, always nice to get. But off to the wall here, this is my favorite part about the whole place here. It's this little sticker, I believe, of one of the mermaid paintings here. I love the design on this and how it's Lego-ified. I love this thing that they do with like designs in Lego sets, where they just take something that's realistic in the film or movie, film or book it's based on, and just make it Lego style. That's something I really love, and it's always nice to get that in the sets. So yeah, this has a really nice mosaic feeling to it, probably because it is a mosaic. I really like I just really like the design and how it came out with red hair, and I don't know, I just really like this part of the prefect's bathroom, and it's kind of sad that I consider this to be better than the rest of the place, but yeah, it is what it is. So let's go on to the uppermost level of the building, and that is Dumbledore's office. So this is Dumbledore's office, and yeah, it's got a nice amount of detail in here. I will point out something I don't like, and that is the back over here. Yeah, I feel like they could have covered it up with one of these previously mentioned dome pieces. Well, not dome pieces, just like these curved pieces, because although I guess they couldn't have just put the sticker design on a smaller piece like this. It's got a lot of empty space at the back, and it's really awkward. Yeah, it's pretty bare. I wish they had, instead of making it like a sticker, they should have just built an actual assembly for Fox's, at least not his cage, but at least just this little stick he's perched on. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But yeah, quite a bit of stickers in this part of the build. We have here some bookshelves with books printed, which are stickered onto these 1 by 2 by 3 panel little pieces. So yeah, would have preferred some actual brick-built bookshelves like in the other iterations of Dumbledore's office, like 2010's Hogwarts Castle, which I love. It's my favorite Harry Potter set ever. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the bookshelves. The little chair assembly at the back is pretty nice, although you do have to fold the back of the chair a lot in order to be able to fit Dumbledore, as he does have this little dress piece over here. So yeah, it's a bit hard to nudge him in over there when you've got the whole back of the chair. Just fold it forward. But yeah, you can manage. He does have a little pensive, I call it a pensive assembly here, right next to his desk, which I think is a really, really nice assembly. I love how they recreated the look of the basin. So yeah, that was really, really nice. Like to incorporate this into Dumbledore's office. Now let's go on to the final part of this, and that is Dumbledore's desk. He does have this little nice lamp assembly over here, which is really, really clever. I like how it came out. What seems to be here a stack of papers or something. Put some papers on. I have no idea. And we have here a little quill to write stuff. I don't know what Dumbledore spends his days doing, but I'm assuming some important letters to the minister. I don't know. You'll just have to ask someone who's an expert in that matter, I guess. It's all built on a 2x4 stickered brick with this nice pattern here, which I kind of like. And at the very tippy top, you do have a little stand here for the Sword of Godric Gryffindor. Which is, I mean, it's a pretty nice throw in. Well, it's pretty much essential, since that's one of the center points of the headmaster's office. But that's pretty much it for this part of the building, and now let's go on to the clock tower itself.